know if this has been sanitized since Carolyn
Yeah, you probably need to.
used it. So to tell you how far in advance I planned this program, I texted Jennifer at 9:32 this morning after I decided you didn't want to hear me drone on. No, I'm excited that Jennifer Pritchett is here from Open Door Pregnancy Center. She's their development director, but she's also wife to Chris and mom to Lainey, Landry, Liberty, and Mikey, who just had a birthday. So I guess they decided they had enough L's when they got to Mikey. No, so would you welcome Jennifer Pritchett?
Set up on the table here, if that's okay. Thank you so much for having me out here today. Thank you, BJ, for asking me. I'm going to give you a little disclaimer. This is my first time to speak about the Pregnancy Center by myself. So bear with me a little bit. I started as a volunteer I was there for over a year as a volunteer, and they just recently hired me on in January to be an employee as their development director. So I get to go out and talk and raise money and make sure everyone has awareness about it. But then the world shut down right after I started working, so I didn't get a chance to really do that. So I'm super excited to be here and actually get to speak to you about it today. So you're my guinea pigs, so please be gentle with me. Well, let me tell you a little bit about what we do there. First and foremost, we are a faith-based pro-life organization, and if anybody wants to ask me questions and find out exactly our stance on everything, I would be more than happy to answer questions at the end when I'm done and we're an open book and we don't hide anything. But I want to tell you a little bit about what we do on a daily basis. Things have looked a little bit different lately on our daily basis with COVID and everything like that. We have not stopped, not one moment. We have not been going into the center as much for those few months. We did everything from home, but to tell you how amazing this was, the curriculum that we use, because we teach parenting classes and life skills classes and things like that to our clients. They recently, in February, made everything we do digital. They just gave us that equipment, and then the world stopped in March. And we were able to continue all of our counseling, to continue all of our classes and things like that virtually online. And we did not have that capability in January. So we were super blessed by that and super excited. What we do is we provide free first-line pregnancy tests to women who come into our center. We also provide free first look ultrasounds to women who are pregnant that come into our center. And then we provide counseling for them, helping them know their choices, helping them make healthy choices and healthy decisions just in their life in general. And if they choose to stay with us and they choose to carry out their pregnancies and take care of their babies, we go alongside them. We have what we call the Earn While You Learn program. And they can learn everything they need to know as a new parent throughout their pregnancy. We go through pregnancy classes with them and then parenting classes. I have 4 kids. I wish someone had given me a class. I learn things, and my kids are from 8 to almost 18, and there are things I don't even know, and it's just invaluable. We have cooking lessons that the girls can take so they can make their own baby food for their baby and then cook for the other children that they may have. We also have a fatherhood program. If we can get the dads to come in, and we have a male counselor who works with them, and we teach them how to be the best dad that they can be, then we know they've really got a fighting chance. if we can get the dad in there. We love it when the dads will come. We have had some moms who are still coming back to us when the babies are toddlers. And we will walk alongside them for the first several years of their child's life. Because we don't just say, oh great, you kept it, and then we don't see them again. We want to help them. We want to help them throughout their raising the child. And that's super important to us. One of the things that we think is really, really special about this is we have a baby store. I don't know if you've ever been to the pregnancy center. If you haven't, I would love for you to come and give you a tour. You would be really, really excited to see what all the clients can earn for themselves. They go through our classes and they earn money towards our baby store. So they are working towards getting the diapers and the wipes and the formula and the equipment that they need for their child. And that is super important to them because we are encouraging them to take responsibility and to take initiative. And they feel a sense of pride in that when they are purchasing the items for themselves and their child. So I find that that's super exciting. Right now, we are open on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We are now coming back into the center now that things are starting to open back up. We're doing our due diligence with asking all the questions and taking the fever and everything for our clients who need to come in. A lot of our classes are still held online right now. And we're going to do that until we're told that it's okay to not do that. But there are certain ways that you can help us. One of the things that is really important to us now, we did not get to have our spring fundraiser. We're a nonprofit organization. And so we're looking at what we can do virtually for a fundraiser. We also have a gala in the fall, and we had our first one. It likes.
Hold on. It's the battery.
Is it? Am I holding it wrong? Okay. And so we had our first gala back in September last year, and it was wildly successful. But we're not sure if we can have it this year. We're kind of trying to figure out what we're going to be able to do. So one of the things you can do that is super, super simple is we have these little baby bottles, and they're piggy banks. They have a little opening right there. And mine sits up on my counter, and all of my spare change goes in there. And it's a great reminder to, for one, pray for us. That's the first and foremost, most important thing you can do for us. We need the prayers. Our clients need it. And it reminds me to pray for the center. And then when this is full, you turn it in, and that goes straight towards the center and our resources and the things that we can do for the center. I also have some cards here that you can get. This one, it is for donors and supporters. If you feel led to help us or to like us on our Facebook page or share our Facebook page to someone else who might be interested, this one is going to have all of our website. Thank you. This will have our website and our email and everything on it, all the information you would need to be a donor or supporter. That would be you. You can be our donors and supporters. This one has a list of all of our services, everything we offer for our clients, everything we do on a daily basis, and what we can provide free of charge to anyone who needs us. And so if you know anyone who might need us or know some people who might know other people, this one is for information about our services. I also have a gift for everybody. And so I am going to give each one of you one of our cool little pins. And then we also have these sweet, precious baby feet. It's a pin. I put mine on my, a card on my dashboard, on my visor. It's another reminder to pray and to help whenever I can, but this is just a baby feet to remind you that we're here and all the things that we need. The great thing about us is that our need is across the board. There's no race, there's no religion, there's no age, there's nothing that separates us. Everyone could need us. And so we feel a need for these men and women and these families that come in, and it's so exciting to see a mom who has been struggling, maybe with her decisions, maybe with her life choices, and she comes around and she puts her child first. And she may not have ever done that before. And that is the thing that we're here for. We're here for the parents and we're here for the children. Because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of your children. And I know that very well as a mom. So it's super important that we let those parents know that they're not alone. That's a lot of times what they feel when they get into a situation, that they're all by themselves, and we won't allow them to be alone. So if you have any other questions about what we do or any of the resources, I'll leave these up here and you guys can get one. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for allowing me to come up here and talk to you, and I'll stick around and you can ask me any questions afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions before she sits down, or?
Where you located right here?
Yes, we are right across from the school blinking light, right next to the intermediate school. We are actually having our building painted next Thursday. We're getting a facelift on the outside, and we're going to rename the building, and we're going to have an open house. Thank you for that question. I was supposed to talk about that. We're going to have an open house, a reopening for the center, and so I will get him all that information. He can tell y'all, and hopefully you can come out to our new grand opening.
Question?
Yes.
You mentioned you have a fundraiser that you did not get to have this spring. What type of fundraiser do you normally have?
Sure, I'll take this back. We were going to have a skeet shoot. We called it Skeet for Baby Feet. And that's what we've done every year. We're starting our 4th year that we've been alive. And this is the first year we weren't able to do it. And then last year we added the gala, where we had a dinner and live auction and music and things like that. We're not 100% sure we're going to get to have the gala. We're kind of waiting to see what the world looks like, and if anybody will even come. So we're trying to figure out if we need to do something virtually, what that looks like. We're kind of trying to figure out this virtual world ourselves, since we've kind of been thrust into it. But those are the two fundraisers we generally have each year. We're always open to new ideas and new help, but that's part of my job, is to figure out how we're going to raise the funds and to raise them. So if you know anybody who has great ideas, send them my way, definitely. Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think we're all trying to figure out this new world and how we have fundraisers, how we have meetings. We're having discussions right now how we're going to have school in the fall. Rick's nodding his head because we don't know. It's all up in the air, so it's a whole new world for everyone. Does anybody have